back ready.
I'm sure, you know, VTune is going to be much more careful how he turns up to fights now.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see these situations where he's solo chasing into Liquid's half top lane. Insane has been caught by the combo of Iceberg. The rest of them will make it out. Nobody else up here, so Na'Vi's going to have the space to take the tier 1. Same down bottom. Boxing Quakefoot pushing on.
And they will be able to finish their double blink daggers off of this too, for Iceberg and for General, so they'll be able to match the movements and they'll be able to counter gank versus that Storm's movements a lot of the time too. But we do see, yeah, Liquid, they're taking bottom tower out. Some mirror movements.
And
yeah, make it just a little bit better timing on his Battle Fury. He'll be able to farm a little bit faster, but VTune, he also just cleared a triple ancient stack for himself too. So Na'Vi, they did have some.
Yeah, now the farm game on between Mickey and V2.
They couldn't finish the tower though. They actually did not finish the tier 1 top.
Even with the four of them up there a moment ago. All right.
I mean, that's pretty huge. Taiga, he might get punished and killed because he shows his face up here, and then they will be able to get the tower.
Okay, I mean, maybe that was the plan. You know, why take the tower if it's going to be a place where someone might come in and try and soak up some XP, get the kill and then the tower.
Sure. Quakefoot, level 12.
Straight to the AM.
They're looking to get invasion. They're looking for, again, it's just going to be a constant hunt for V2. And oh, they see him for a second.
Let's go back up from Roger.
Up with him. They cut the tree, they put the ward down. They're looking.
Trying to get the grab on Roger. Tear this eye away, but actually a little scared of committing any further with the TPs coming in from Iceberg. Glimpse onto Boxy. Straight into the Static Storm. Will pop the flame mail. Try and hold his ground. Iceberg coming in with the combo. Takes him out. And generally he's able to wrap around and get on top of Insania. As Na'Vi respond to Liquid's attempts to try and invade and get aggressive onto VTune. But we're seeing just good preparation from Na'Vi. Having the IO around and making it a little hard for them to actually make those moves onto the anti-mage.
Yeah, now, I mean, Roger now has he actually has a mech at such an early time this game. At 15 minutes, we had the mech come out very late for the side of Liquid last game. This one is very nice timing for them. And a great counter gank. We see how hesitant Liquid is. As soon as the initial doesn't work, Quakefoot has to be very careful. You know, that mana pool, it's everything. Especially versus that anti-mage, so has to back away as soon as they botch the initial jump there. And Jug and AM looks like they're going to be kind of matching themselves in that farm. Boxy definitely suffering though. It feels like he's going to have a really hard game of what he's really going to bring to the table for his team besides just to press the attack. Not going for the blink. He has this blade mail build, so he's not going to have that same impact that General will. Because General, he has a blink dagger. They can look to actually make a lot of plays with him because they have this IO pairing too. The relocate's always threatening around the map.
And we're seeing these sort of games as well. Quakefoot has to go for this BKB next, really. You know, against these heroes, you're just not having any sort of a game as a Storm.
Not too much. There's just a lot of stuns now when they are getting all their levels online and everything, and just the mana burn in particular. Can't just kill your whole team with a mana void. Still keeping themselves at a pretty good pace here, Liquid. AM though, you know, he's starting to get that space. VTune. It's really all about that Manta timing in particular for him, so he doesn't feel threatened by Quakefoot, at least in this game early on. Insania with some nice little sneaky smoke movement bottom. Looks like he's setting up here for potential moves if they do see when V2 splits up. And these sneaky wards, you always want to have like one ward in your jungle, one ward in the enemy jungle when you're playing versus a hero like Anti-Mage. So you can see, you will be able to find some grab on him when he does look to jump on one of these camps. Like Quakefoot, he's playing around this one down bottom. He's just waiting.
And they're getting quite a lot of space around the map in Liquid right now.
But for Na'Vi, it really is, it's all about V2, right? It's an anti-mage game, so it's everything is for him. Quakefoot still in deep territory here.
He's playing around his vision.
Such a scary place to be.
He's gonna go for cutting the creep wave.
Iceberg is here with a blink, but yeah, he zips some TPs.
Just making sure that they don't really have an opportunity to push onto the tier 1 tower bottom for at least another wave or so. Limit the objectives that Na'Vi can try and take.
Yeah, I feel like Liquid is a little bit scared of these blink daggers at the moment because they can get picked off on so many of their heroes in comparison. Just without Boxy with blink, Liquid can't set up for the same type of aggressive moves right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How's Tiger's Spirit Vessel going? He's almost got it. So they're trying to, of course, there's that IO, get their Spirit Vessel going. It's on Liquid. But a very even kind of farm style game here. It's going to be this Jug versus AM just matching each other.
And is
dead even on net worth. Literal exact net worth. Oh, I changed this there. Oh, that was nice, actually.
I mean, is that okay for both of these carries, or is there a carry out of the two that you kind of want to be ahead of the other on?
I think you're both feeling pretty okay. I feel like Navi's definitely feeling really good for the anti-mage because he's now not getting hunted and he's got Manta online. So that window of like 6-7 minutes where he's terrified, it's just gone. He only died once during it. I feel like for Navi a little bit happier, but I mean, we've seen Mick with this Jug. He's been able to match a lot of these times versus these super late games, versus these Spectres, versus these Voids. So I mean, he's still keeping at that pace very nicely.
And how would you sort of rate a Jug against the AM down the line? Like,
I mean, the thing is that he can kill the whole enemy team is the thing, right? Like versus 4 heroes, the Jug can just reign supreme. I think AM, he can have some troubles in this matchup. He can get tripped up a little.
Definitely slipped into a more passive side of the game. Bottom Boxy. He's definitely dead here. No mana, no escape. More money for V-Tune.
Big comebacks here from Na'Vi in the last 10, 12 minutes. Liquid has not been able to find themselves a kill. It's all been Na'Vi.
Middle tower is under attack.
Still, the gold overall does continue to rise for Liquid.
Yeah. Ooh, look at the positioning. Iceberg. You gotta get out here. Sneaky play from the Jug there. They will find Insania on the other side there. General now up to level 12, so level 2 Corrosive Haze will be online.
And they've got the tower, met by the creep, so they'll try and push down this tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
V-Tune.
Radiant's top tower
could see identical build here, but other than the treads for the face. But the big items at least, Battle Fury, Manta, Basher coming out from both of the carries.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, it really is going to be a lot of just this carry versus carry, but Liquid, they're getting quite a bit more on the map, just being able to farm just on this tri-core. All 3 of them are farming. Like, even Boxy, even though he suicides himself down bottom, he got the wave so far in that even when Na'Vi gets these kills, they can't even take out the bottom tier 1 because of how far it was pushed. So they are splitting that wealth for Liquid very nicely. And at this AM, like we said, Na'Vi, they're still farming on the AM, but Tiny and Slardar are starting to stagnate a bit.
I mean, because Na'Vi, when you look at sort of the 4 heroes outside of the anti-mage, as you said, obviously their job is to keep V-Tune safe. But can they actually afford to play aggressive without V-Tune, or do they just not really have the power to get those kills easily if V-Tune's not around?
Scanning.
I think it's scary because of the counter gank. If they don't go on the Storm, Koifa's going to counter gank that, and then they don't have their anti-mage to counter gank the Storm. So it's just weird because they don't want to pull V-Tune into these ganks. They want him to just be playing his own game. They always do have this nice potential for Roshan though on Na'Vi, which is, because of that Slardar. But on the same time too, it's similar for Liquid because they can just do it with Healing Ward at a different type of sustained. It's very interesting kind of matchup here.
And Koifa's got his BKB too now, so even if they do get a jump on him, he's going to have the chance to respond.
They're getting some big time. This is a big timing here for Liquid too. With this BKB, the Basher also on the Jug at level 18. This could be a big window for them to solidify their lead versus Na'Vi.
Okay, to try and find the setup on the front. Also, Omni/backup in